Yeah, man. I actually did an event in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, back in, I think it was April, and maybe March, but anyway, April, March. I went down and he came to the event. It was actually at Southern Miss, and we actually played against each other in 1990, my sophomore year, his last year at Southern Miss, and they beat us there in Leach Field. But I've never had a chance to meet him, but I've always followed him, and so he came over, and we actually spent about an hour together before the event. And just kind of hit it off and been texting, and had just reached out to him to see if he'd be interested in coming and just visiting with the team. And we're always bringing in different people from time to time. Monotony of camp, just to kind of give a different voice and another perspective. And here's a guy that played 20 years in the NFL and obviously has a very documented, career. So he was excited to come and had never been here. It was great. He came in early this morning and stayed all day, and I think he really enjoyed Clemson and just being around, and so it was a lot of fun to have him here. And I can say one of my goals was to catch a pass from Brett Favre. I didn't quite get to do it the way I wanted to, but it happened today, so that was kind of neat. Got to warm up with him a little bit.
Be honest, but did it hurt the hands? Because he was spinning it.
Man, it was a little different than I warm up every day. I throw with the manager every day. It's just kind of my little routine. Because when I was a receiver coach for all the years, I must have thrown 200 balls a day. That's just what I did for years. And, now I don't throw as much. So a few years ago, I warm up every flex. That's how I stretch. I stretch, I throw, I stretch, I throw. And so I traded out the manager today for Brett Favre. That was a little different velocity coming at me. But I was 100%, so that was a big deal for me. But it was really cool. He's exactly as you think he is. He was great with the guys. It was very interactive. He kind of had some things he talked about, and then we just opened it up and went wherever the players wanted to go, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of great stories. So it was great to meet him.
What was maybe the best question a player asked?
Actually, Will Swinney I thought was a great question. I don't know if it was the best question, but it was the best answer. And because he asked him, he said, I think the question was something like, how hard was it to get used? You're from Southern Mississippi, grow up there your whole life. How hard was it for you to adjust to playing in that type of cold? And he said, well, it was real hard until I got my first paycheck. And then it became a lot easier. Just like, holy crap. So I thought that was a pretty good answer. But there was a lot of good questions, and it was good. It was good. Like I said, here's guys played at the highest level and played a long, long time, and saw a bunch of players come and go. A lot about preparation, and he always had that mindset of something to prove. I think that's one of the things that made him great is no matter how many touchdowns he threw or whatever, he kind of approached it every day with something to prove. And I think that's a mindset that you have to be great at anything and to sustain, success. And so it was good, just a great message.
Did you get a chance to watch your quarterbacks?
Did I get a chance?
Did he get a chance to watch your quarterbacks? He didn't get to stay the whole practice, but yeah, he got to see all those guys, and he's very complimentary of our team, and so it was good.
First day of practice is always special. What about the first day in pads for you?
Yeah, this is a little, been getting teams ready to play for a long time, and I've got a method that I believe in wholeheartedly as far as how we get ready and how we practice, and there's a certain way, there's a certain amount of live that you can do, and you got to make it count. You can't just go out there and go live every day. You could this time of year, but that's not very smart. So we try to be smart with how we practice. And the first day of pads, it's the first time that we're able to really mix some live work in. So we started practice with a little bit of live, and then we finished practice with some live short yardage. And so the game's a little different when you're going all the way to the ground. Some of those tackles that you think you made in thud, they don't necessarily happen. Guys bounce off, and you don't quite hang on. And
So the game's a little different, but I thought they did a nice job today. We got into some green zone inside the 10 and got into short yardage today. So we're trying to prepare them. We got a big scrimmage coming Saturday. So we got a few more things we got to get done to get them ready for all the situations that may come up. But it was good, very physical as you would expect. This is a fast and physical team, and you know they're practicing right now the way I need them to. Yesterday I thought we got a little sloppy toward the end of practice because they decided they wanted to just kind of push and shove on each other. So we just kind of ran for the last 3 periods of practice. So they weren't quite as chippy today. They decided they wanted to practice a little bit. So today was, I thought, a better day.
Were you worried about Ryan McClain after Xavier got a hold of him? Ball drill?
Ball drill? No, Ryan, he's tough as nails. But yeah, you know, Xavier's kind of freaky like that. You know, he's incredibly strong. You know, and that was one of the highlights of the day.
Was the intensity level match what you wanted it for today?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Guys were ready to go. They were excited, and I thought it sustained all through practice, and it was a long practice. I mean, I think we had 11 periods of good on good. You know, that's a lot of competitive work. You know, you're not going against scouts. You're not going against yourself. Competitive work, and is that Kathleen Swinney? I just want to heard her. Oh, it's Kelly. I knew my wife was out there, and I was like, did I hear Kath? She's got a very distinct voice, as y'all know. But
It's just Kelly B.
it's just Kelly B. There it is. I told you. That's her right there. That's my wife right there. I knew I heard that voice. Been married to her for 24 years. Y'all trying to make me think I'm crazy around
Say a
here.
word, man.
I knew I heard that voice. But anyway, it was good. It was good. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Intensity.
Oh, yeah, the intensity was good. But I know. I thought they sustained it all the way, even to the end. The short yardage was great. It was really, really good. You know, did not dip off. I didn't think one bit all day. And again, it was a lot. 11 periods, good on good. A lot of competitive work. We did crossover. We did skelly. We did one-on-ones. We did one-on-one pass rush. You know, we did short yardage. We did team pass. We did green zone. I mean, we did inside drill. There's just a lot of competitive work today.
Mylan Richard came over to Lynn J during the Paul drill and said, "You showed me a little something, kid. What do you see out of Lynn J? He can run today."
I told Tony he's got a horseshoe up his butt. He's hit on 2 great ones in a row, 2 years in a row. He's done gone to a couple of little small towns 2 years in a row and found a really, I think, special talent. I think Lynn J has shown in 5 days that he's got the right stuff. Now, he don't always go in the right direction and got a lot of technique to clean up, but man, he's tough. He's tough. I mean, he likes it, and he's fast. He's got great vision. He made a couple runs in short yardage today. He had the 2 best runs in short yardage today. So just very encouraged. He's got a lot to learn, and especially as we keep installation coming and all that. But I've been very encouraged, very impressed with Lynn J. I mean, it's a good situation. I told y'all before the year that I think, you know, if everything goes well, I think our backs have a chance to be a pretty good group. And you know, what I've seen so far in practice, I'm very confident that we're heading in that direction.
He was in yellow.
Yeah, just kind of tweaked his ham a little bit.
Getting Feaster back, was that nice?
Yeah, it's first day that he's been full speed. So yeah, just getting him back out there, and I think he'll get stronger each day. But he did everything today for the first day, so it's good.
Is there a time limit for T to come back? What do you think?
Whenever Danny says jump back out there.
Freshman, you got anybody hitting that wall yet?
I don't think so. I haven't really. I mean, you never know. I mean, you got 120 guys out there. You never know where some of them are mentally. But I think everybody's been very engaged. We've done a nice job. We're repping everybody. We get a lot of reps in practice. But I haven't sensed that. But this is just day 5. I mean, we got a long way to go. We've got a lot of work to do between now and next weekend.
You've always tried to stay ahead of the curve technology-wise. Now all the players have the Normatec machines, and then you've got that refrigeration machine out there that they can dip into.
Y'all been in that? You might like it. It's cold.
But How important is that to get all of these players that type of equipment to get their legs back under them?
Well, I'm just always trying. I mean, they love those things, and we've always had them. But this guy's borrowing it, and this guy, or this guy took it to his apartment, and now we're missing it. Bring it back. It's just kind of, can we just not get everybody one? Kind of like we get them all an iPad. What's the difference? They got to give them back. But it's just. I mean, it's just little things I think that are important to the players, and we believe in those things, and the main thing is they believe in them. They really feel like it's a huge part of their recovery and prehab and all that stuff, and we're just always trying to get better. I mean, it's just what we do in every area. These things, I had somebody reach out to me about it, and I kind of studied and looked into it, and some of the NFL teams are using it, some of the college teams are using it, so they're pretty cool. We hadn't really had to use them much. Yesterday we did, but we'll get out there to Jervy Meadows next week. We'll have some hot days.
You wanted to step into one yet, or have you?
Oh, I've been in it, like 22 degrees. It's awesome. I mean, your body temperature just quickly lowers, and
Did you get a good look at Kyler and Mario and how they handled the more physical?
Yeah, they did a nice job today. Yeah, those two guys they're exactly what I hope they would be. I mean, they're going to help us, ain't no doubt about it. They're still young and got a lot to learn, but Kyler made a really nice play downfield today on a ball. They both have flashed all camp. They've had their ups and downs, but they've consistently have flashed at some point where you notice them. And physicality is not going to be a problem with those two guys.
Is there a correlation with this program of when you guys started making your great run that you